Fantastic. John brought us this report.
Sport on Saturday. AstonFM, your choice for sport.
Brazil denied the United States a shock victory by coming back from 2 goals down to win the Confederations Cup. A Clint Dempsey flick and a Landon Donovan strike as a result of a wonderful counter-attack put the US into a surprise 2-0 half-time lead after sustaining an onslaught of Brazilian attacks. Luis Fabiano pulled one back for Brazil before Kaká was denied an equaliser when his header was wrongly judged not to have crossed the line. Luis Fabiano's second goal with a well-placed header off the keeper's right-hand post levelled matters before 5 minutes from time, Lucio nodded in a corner to win the game for Brazil. After upsetting the odds so spectacularly with their 2-0 semi-final victory over Spain, the US almost defied the pundits once more against oppositions who had beaten them 3-0 in the group stage of the competition. Predictably, the Brazilians had the majority of possession, but the most dangerous football was played by the American underdogs throughout the first half, especially on the counter-attack. They really took advantage of the space left by the attacking Brazilian fullbacks down the wings, especially with pacey frontman Charlie Davis. Indeed, with their first attack, the US scored. Jonathan Spector launched a cross from deep at Dempsey, whose swinging volley from just inside the box directed the ball past Julio Cesar. Even at such an early stage, it was clear that Brazil were waiting for one of their superstars to create something from nothing, as opposed to taking collective responsibility. Kaká created the 3 main chances of the first half for Brazil. Firstly Rubinho, then Felipe Melo, and finally Maicon had goal-scoring opportunities, but each time American goalkeeper Tim Howard was equal to the final shot. After 25 minutes, Brazil were made to pay for their lack of clinical finishing, as the USA launched a world-class counter-attack, which resulted in a superb second goal. Donovan found Charlie Davis on the left wing, and his return through ball beat 2 defenders to find Donovan in space. The striker's touch took him inside, recovering Ramirez, before side-footing the ball low and to the keeper's left. Brazil were truly shell-shocked and tried to stimulate some kind of response, and with seconds remaining in the half, Brazil almost clawed back a goal with Maicon beating his man on the wing, before firing a dangerous cross that Carlos Bocanegra towed away from the lurking Luis Fabiano. Barely a minute into the second half, the shape of the game was altered, as Felipe Melo fed Luis Fabiano, who swiveled sharply and shot past Howard, a true striker's finish. With the momentum now in their favour, Brazil attacked with regularity and were wrongly denied an equaliser on the hour, as Kaká's far post header from an André Santos cross was pushed clear by Howard, but replay showed that the ball had indeed crossed the line. And then with 15 minutes to go, Luis Fabiano pulled his side level. Kaká drove in from the left and crossed for Rubinho, whose shot hit the underside of the bar, but bounced nicely for Luis Fabiano, who made no mistake in knocking the ball past the helpless Howard. With Brazil now firmly in the driving seat, the US were unable to hold out, and 5 minutes from time the turnaround was complete. Elano's outswinging corner was met by the unmarked Lucio, and his powerful header struck the inside of Howard's right-hand post to break American hearts. In the third and fourth playoff, Spain needed extra time to see off South Africa. For much of normal time, this game was a typically drab third-place playoff, with European champion Spain, whose 35-match unbeaten run came to a shock end against the United States in the semi-final, looking particularly lethargic. However, everything seemed to spark into life with half an hour remaining. First, substitute Katlego Mfela converted a Sifili Chabalala cross, but then 2 goals in 2 minutes from David Guiza, the second a tantalising lob from 25 yards off the inside of the post, seemed to have won the game for Spain. However, Casillas could do absolutely nothing about a 93rd minute screamer of a free kick from substitute Mfela that took the game into extra time. However, it was a Xabi Alonso free kick that won the game. His in-swinging cross was met by nobody and found its way unguided into the South African net. Luis Fabiano of Brazil finished the tournament's top scorer with 5 goals, with Kaká winning the Adidas Golden Ball award for the player of the tournament. Brazil finished the tournament with most goals scored with 14, and Tim Howard won the Golden Glove award for best goalkeeper.
Sport on Saturday. AstonFM, your choice for sport.